Welcome to episode 7 of the Empowered Living podcast, where today we dive into the essential skills and strategies for leading a balanced and fulfilling life. In today's episode, titled Emotional Regulation, Managing Stress and Anxiety, we'll explore the critical topic of maintaining emotional well-being in the face of life's challenges. Stress and anxiety have become so prevalent, and it concerns for so many people, impacting both our mental and physical health. However, by understanding the principles of emotional regulation, we can learn to navigate these emotions with greater resilience and grace. Join me as we discuss practical techniques for managing stress, calming anxiety, and cultivating a sense of inner peace. Whether you're facing everyday pressures of navigating significant life changes, this episode will provide you with actionable insights, empower you on your journey towards emotional well-being. So grab your headphones, find a comfortable space, and let's embark on this journey together towards a more empowered life. Episode 7, Emotional Regulation, Managing Stress and Anxiety. First and foremost, I want to jump into understanding stress and anxiety. So let's define stress and anxiety and explain their physiological and psychological effects on the body and mind. Stress is a natural response to a perceived threat or demand, triggering the body into a fight or flight response. It can arise from various sources, including work pressures, relationship conflicts, or financial concerns as well. Anxiety, on the other hand, is a persistent and excessive worry or fear about future events or situations, often accompanied by physical symptoms such as trembling, sweating, or rapid heartbeat. Now, the physiological effects of stress and anxiety. When stress or anxiety is experienced, the body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, preparing it to respond to the perceived threat. In the short term, this response can be beneficial, enhancing your focus, alertness, and performance. However, prolonged or chronic stress and anxiety can have detrimental effects on physical health, leading to issues such as high blood pressure, weakened immune function, and digestion problems as well. Now, for psychological effects, stress and anxiety can also take a toll on your mental well-being, contributing to symptoms such as irritability, difficulty concentrating, and mood swings. Chronic stress and anxiety are often associated with an increased risk of mental health disorders, including depression and anxiety disorders, as well as cognitive impairments such as memory problems and decision-making difficulties. So by understanding the physiological and psychological effects of stress and anxiety, you can better recognize when you're experiencing these emotions and take proactive steps to manage them effectively. This knowledge empowers you to prioritize your emotional well-being and adopt strategies for reducing stress and anxiety into your daily lives. Now, let's talk about common triggers for stress and anxiety. One being work pressure. Many individuals experience stress and anxiety related to their jobs, including tight deadlines, overwhelming workloads, or demanding bosses. Pressure to perform well, a fear of failure, or job insecurity can contribute to heightened stress levels at the workplace. And there's also workplace conflict, so that lack of control over tasks or unclear expectations, or some form of stress and anxiety among employees. Then there's relationship concerns. So relationship conflicts with family members, romantic partners, friends, or colleagues can be significant triggers for stress and anxiety. Communication breakdowns, unresolved conflicts, or feelings of inadequacy in relationships can lead to emotional distress. And of course, life transitions such as divorce, separation, or anything in this nature can evoke strong feelings of stress and anxiety. Financial worries. These concerns, such as debt, unemployment, or insufficient savings, are common sources of stress and anxiety for many individuals. Fear of not being able to meet financial obligations or provide for oneself or loved ones can be highly distressing. Economic instability, unexpected expenses, or living beyond one's means can also add on to these financial stress and anxiety. Health issues. So health-related concerns, whether it's personal or for loved ones, can trigger significant stress and anxiety. Chronic illnesses, medical emergencies, or uncertainty about one's health status can lead to heightened emotional distress. And of course, the pandemic itself, it heightened health-related anxieties for many people, including fears of contracting the virus, concerns about loved ones' health, and uncertainties about the future. And life transitions. So major life transitions, such as moving to a new city, starting a new job, getting married, or becoming a partner can evoke feelings of stress and anxiety. Adjusting to unfamiliar environments, roles, or responsibilities can challenge individuals' coping mechanisms and resilience. So even positive life events can have some accompanied stress due to uncertainty and adjustments requirement. So by recognizing these common triggers for stress and anxiety, you can better understand the sources of their emotional distress and develop coping strategies to manage them effectively. This awareness empowers you to take proactive steps to reduce that stress and anxiety into your life and prioritize your mental and emotional well-being as well. Now, let's explore the importance of recognizing and acknowledging these emotions as the first step towards effective management. So, first and foremost, increase self-awareness. We talk about this often. Recognizing and acknowledging feelings of stress and anxiety allows individuals to become more self-aware of their emotional state. This awareness enables them to identify triggers, patterns, and behaviors contributing to their distress. Validations of emotions. So, acknowledging stress and anxiety validates one's emotional experiences, affirming that these feelings are normal and understandable responses to challenging circumstances. So, this validation really reduces the feelings of shame or guilt associated with experiencing stress and anxiety. Preventing suppression and avoidance. So, ignoring or suppressing feelings of stress and anxiety can also add on to the emotional distress in the long run. Now, by acknowledging these emotions, people can prevent them from adding up and avoid using unhealthy coping mechanisms such as avoidance or substance use. Facilitates effective coping strategies. So, recognizing stress and anxiety opens the door to exploring and implementing effective coping strategies. You get to kind of see what you like and what works for you. So, once individuals acknowledge their emotions, they can proactively seek out techniques such as mindfulness, relaxation exercises, or seeking support from others to manage their emotional well being. Promoting the fact that you can seek help. So, acknowledging stress and anxiety encourages people to seek professional help or support from loved ones when you need it. It fosters a willingness to reach out for assistance in navigating difficult emotions, promoting mental health and resilience. And of course, empowerment and control. And this is a big one. So, recognizing stress and anxiety empowers you to take control of that emotional well being. It shifts the focus from feeling overwhelmed by emotions to actively engaging in strategies to manage them, fostering a sense of agency and empowerment. So, by emphasizing this importance of recognizing and acknowledging stress and anxiety, we really take those first steps towards effective management. And so here you get that ownership of your emotional well-being. It encourages you to cultivate self-awareness, seek support when needed, and implement healthy coping strategies to navigate your life's challenges with resilience and grace. Now, there's many different techniques, and these aren't the ones I'm about to list aren't the only ones, but there are some that many people often use. So techniques for emotional regulation. We hear the basics: deep breaths, progressive muscle relaxation, mindful meditation. So let's dive deep a little bit into each one. With deep breath exercises, also known as that belly breathing, they're effective in reducing stress and anxiety by activating the body's relaxation response. So what I would encourage you to do is to find a quiet and comfortable space to practice deep breathing. I would say inhale deeply through your nose, allowing your abdominal to expand fully, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing tension with each breath. And breathing calms that nervous system, so lowering the heart rate and blood pressure, and it promotes a sense of calm and relaxation. And the more you do this, the more in tune you get, and the more you start to feel that difference from when you first started with this exercise. And then we have progressive muscle relaxation, the PMR. It involves systematically tensing and relaxing different muscle groups in the body to elevate physical tension and promote relaxation. So a progressive muscle relaxation exercise would be starting with the muscles in your feet and gradually working your way up to your head. That tense each muscle group that you set up initially for a few seconds before releasing the tension. And notice that the sensation of relaxation that you get. So you want to tense up your body just for a few seconds and then slowly release. There's many benefits to PMR. So it helps reduce muscle tension, relieves physical symptoms of stress, and enhance overall relaxation and well-being. And it's very simple. And then there's mindfulness meditation. This is a big one. So it involves focusing on one's attention on the present moment, so without judgment, and cultivating a sense of awareness and acceptance of one's thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Mindfulness meditation allows you to go through some breath exercise as breathing in or doing kind of like a body scan meditation. And we can talk about the benefits of this as well. So this really does reduce stress and anxiety. It enhances self-awareness and improves a sense of inner peace and calmness amidst whatever you're going through. So by including these practical strategies, we really do start to see a difference in behavior and response as well. Let's talk about the role of self-care activities here, such as exercise, sleep, nutrition. So exercise for stress relief. Regular physical activity such as exercise and movement is a powerful tool for managing stress and anxiety. And we see this often. This is one that many, many people use. Exercise releases endorphins and the body's natural mood lifters, which can help elevate those symptoms, can help you get rid of those aspects of stress and anxiety. There's much importance to exercise into your daily routine, whether it's through cardio or it's, you're walking, jogging, cycling, or mind-body practices such as yoga or Tai Chi, whatever it may be, any form of exercise. So whether you're dancing or you're doing an actual class, anything works. You want to find activities that you actually enjoy so that you can be sustained over a long period of time. There's much benefits of consistent physical activity rather than doing one particular activity that you see many people doing. Another one is adequate sleep. And this is a big one for many people because of work, family concerns. Adequate sleep really plays a crucial role in regulating mood, managing stress, and promoting emotional resilience. So that sleep deprivation, it really does play into the role of our feelings of stress and anxiety. It impairs cognitive function and it weakens the body's ability to cope with challenges. So I want to stress the importance of establishing healthy sleep habits, such as maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and creating a comfortable sleep environment as well. There's many different tips for improving quality sleep, such as limiting screen time before bed, avoiding caffeine and alcohol close to bedtime, or I would say after 3 p.m. personally, and practicing relaxation techniques to unwind and prepare for sleep. Whether if you're a reader, great. If not, sketching or just doing your deep breaths or doing your meditation, all of these work. And then we have healthy nutrition for mental well-being. Nutrition plays a significant role in mental health and emotional well-being. A balanced diet enriched in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats provides essential nutrients that support brain function and regulate your mood. There's much impact of dietary choices on stress and anxiety, including the role of caffeine, sugar, and processed foods. All of this play into a role into your anxiety. And there's many practical tips that we can discuss as well. So like mindful eating, meal planning, and staying hydrated is another big one. There's really one's body and fueling it with nourishing foods that support your overall well-being play such a big role. I want you to integrate these self-care activities into your daily routine and start off with just one. You don't want to, overwhelm yourself. So still start off with one and experiment with different approaches to find what works best for you so that you can promote emotional resilience into your only daily life. And then let's talk about recognizing negative thought patterns. There's the pros and the cons. We have positive thoughts and we have our negative thoughts that make a big impact onto our daily lives. I want you to pay attention to your thoughts and identify recurring patterns of negativity or self-criticism. You can do this, and I suggest that you have a journal to track any negative thought patterns that you may have, because you might forget some of the things that you were initially thinking. Noting the situations or triggers that provoke them and the emotions that you responded with. And this really will bring up certain things that you may not realize about yourself. And then there's cognitive restructuring techniques. So these techniques, such as cognitive reframing or thought challenging, they help individuals challenge and reframe negative thoughts. So question the accuracy and validity of your thought, that negative thought that you're having, by asking yourself, like, is there evidence or support this particular thought? What would I want? What would I say to a friend in this particular situation if it was them having these thoughts? And then you want to replace negative thoughts with adaptive ones. So replacing this with a more balanced, realistic, and adaptive thought is key. Generating an alternative thought, more positive interpretations of the situation, or reframing negative self-talk into compassionate and empowering statements is very important. So you could say things such as, I may have made a mistake, but I can learn from it and improve. I'm feeling anxious right now, but I have coped with similar situations before and I can do it again. So you're accepting what you're going through, but you're also reflecting on it in a positive form. And then practicing self-compassion. Self-compassion in challenging negative thought patterns is key. And you can treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when facing difficult emotions or setbacks. There's self-compassion exercises as well, such as soothing techniques, writing self-compassionate letters, or practicing mindfulness to cultivate a non-judgmental and supportive attitude towards yourself. And consistent practice and persistence is key. So challenging those negative thought patterns takes time and practice. So I encourage you to be patient and persistent in these efforts to reframe your thinking. Practicing cognitive restructuring techniques and replacing negative thoughts with adaptive ones, even when it feels like challenging or uncomfortable as well. Let's discuss building resilience and coping skills as well. So we've talked about resilience quite a bit. It's resilience as the ability to adapt and bounce back in the face of adversity, challenges, or significant life stressors. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but rather about navigating them effectively and emerging stronger and more capable as a result. There's different components of resilience. And so it includes self-awareness, optimism, problem-solving skills, social support, and coping strategies as well. You can cultivate these components to enhance your resilience and build your capacity to navigate challenging effectiveness. So again, I'll repeat those for you. So there's self-awareness, optimism, problem-solving skills, social support, and coping strategies as well. And the role of resilience in overcoming adversity really, I want to highlight the importance that it plays in the face of those setbacks. So there's many different individuals that you've seen that have gone through so much in life, and you could think of actors or a personal person that you've seen go through any form of challenge or an illness or loss or trauma. And they've overcome it because they've changed and shifted that mindset. Resilience enables you to maintain a sense of hope, purpose, and meaning, even in the midst of adversity, empowering you to take proactive steps to overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. Bouncing back from setbacks. So, resilience helps individuals really just bounce back from those failures that they had. You want to have those mindset shifts and coping strategies that enables you to reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. And you can do this with a positive outlook, practicing self-care, seeking support from others, and learning from past experiences as well. And of course, cultivating resilience. So there's actionable steps that you can take for this, for self-awareness, cultivating that growth mindset, building supportive relationships, and engaging in activities that promote emotional well-being and self-care. I want to stress the importance of resilience as a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time through practice, perseverance, of self-reflection as well. When you navigate through life challenges with greater confidence, courage, and resilience, it really does shift your entire being. Now, there's different techniques for building resilience. So there's that cultivating growth mindset, like we mentioned. So you adapt the growth mindset, believing that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and effort. You want to reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning rather than seeing it as a failure, emphasizing that resilience is in the face of its challenges. And then there's fostering social support networks. Your community is very important here. Who your family is, your friends, your peers, or your mentors. You want to make sure that there's some form of nurturing, supportive relationship there. You can reach out for social support networks for emotional support, practical assistance, or guidance during difficult times as well. And you want to make sure that those are your people that you can go to, no judgment. Seeking professional help when needed. We mention this often. It is okay to need help and to seek a professional. So whether it's therapy, counseling, or support groups, and emphasize the importance of reaching out to trained professionals. And there's practicing self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness, that day-to-day talk, affirmations. You want to have a form of understanding of yourself, of what you're going through, where you were, where you've been, and where you're actually headed, and acceptance during difficult times of failure. Again, this can be done mindfulness, relaxation techniques, engaging in hobbies and interests that you are genuinely interested in, building problem solving skills. Let's talk about how we can break this down. So there's different problems that we can do. And my biggest thing here is when you see a problem, you don't label it as the whole issue itself. You kind of set up a step-by-step system for yourself so that you can really just break it things into smaller tasks for yourself. And it allows you to have a proactive step to resolving these issues. They're much, much more manageable in this case. And then cultivating adaptability and flexibility. The importance of being adaptable is, I, I think it's one of the most important things here. Embracing change as a natural part of life and coping strategies to have during these times, during these transitions of unexpected events effectively are important. I want you to integrate these techniques into your daily life in some way or form and tailor them to your own needs and circumstances, promoting emotional well-being and personal growth as well. Now let's discuss the importance of practicing self-compassion with difficult emotions and building that inner strength. Understanding self-compassion. So what is self-compassion? It's the practice of treating oneself with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially during times of struggle, failure, and suffering. This involves extending the same level of care and compassion to yourself that you would to a close friend or a loved one facing similar difficulties. Now, how does self-compassion play in the role of your emotional well-being? It really has to do with resilience and emotional well-being in the sense that there's positive effects when self-compassion has on reducing that stress, that anxiety, the depression, as well as enhancing overall psychological functioning as well. There's practicing self-compassion. There's different ways. We talked about this, those self-soothing techniques. You can engage in activities that promote relaxation, comfort, such as taking a warm bath, practicing gentle yoga, or listening to soothing music. Positive self-talk. You want to cultivate compassionate inner dialogue, offering yourself words of encouragement, reassurance, and support. And self-care practices. So prioritizing self-care activities that nourish your body, mind, and soul, such as mindfulness, meditation, spending time in nature, or just engaging in creative expression. The power of acceptance. To practice radical acceptance, acknowledging and embracing these thoughts, feelings, and experiences without judgment or resistance is really important for building inner strength. I want to highlight that liberating effect of acceptance in releasing emotional suffering and fostering a sense of peace, contentment, and resilience when you have that power of acceptance. And then there's that building that inner strength through self-compassion. You cultivate inner strength and resilience when you focus on your self-compassion. So focusing on how self-compassion enables people to bounce back from setbacks, face challenges with greater courage and resilience, and navigate difficult emotions with grace and self-kindness as well. And of course, this takes time because if you've talked about yourself to yourself, and that inner dialogue in a negative form, that shift takes time. So I encourage you to incorporate self-compassion practices into your daily life in some way or form, whether it's in the mornings for 5 minutes or before bed. As we conclude episode 7 of the Empowered Living podcast, Emotional Regulation, Managing Stress and Anxiety, I hope you found valuable insights and practical strategies to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. Remember that managing stress and anxiety is not about avoiding difficult emotions, but rather about cultivating the skills and mindset to navigate them effectively. By practicing techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and self compassion, and by seeking support from trusted friends, loved ones, or professionals when needed, you can build that inner strength and resilience to thrive in the face of adversity. As you continue on your journey towards emotional well being, know that you are not alone and that each step you take towards self care and self compassion brings you closer to a life of empowerment and fulfillment. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, take care of yourself and remember to prioritize your emotional well being.